Okay, so here's a new audio journal or video journal that I'm recording just to discuss some of the things that have been going on for me. Um, I've been a little bit taken aback by the demonstrations that have been going on in the United States. It's for me, it feels personal, even though it's political. It just feels like there's I can't really explain it, like I'm kind of like I have mixed emotions about it. I understand the reasons for it, and I've been like actually kind of surprised and touched by the demonstrations. I've kind of forgotten the fact that despite all of the atrocities and everything that have been going on, and how frustrating it is sometimes, it feels feels like it's so easy when you're in America, and America has troops fighting overseas in Afghanistan and Iraq and Syria. It's easy to feel kind of cold to the people, the people that we're fighting, and it's so easy to forget the fact that these people are there's you can't make a blanket statement about any kind of people, regardless of like country or ethnicity or faith. And it's been so easy to forget that, and that's been kind of shocking and surprising to me, and seeing the just the way that I felt about it, and seeing the outpour of love and demonstrations of just concern, and trying to reach out to Muslim people just to explain that you're brothers and sisters. Like we have strong feelings for you, obviously, and we don't want anybody to get the impression that we don't want Muslims to get the impression that we don't care and that we don't love them. And at the same time, it's about us as well. Like it's about the way that we are and the way that we communicate with others. You have to be careful, like not to become a monster in the cause of fighting a monstrosity, which is, the monstrosity of terrorism. Terrorism, I think, started in the U.S. I think it started in the U.S. with high school shootings, and kind of like rogue crazy people. Like there's always been, like people that kill. People that kill are abundant in the States, and even people that kill, randomly and without motive. But suicide deaths, like killers are kind of a new thing, and the particular brand of terrorism is the particular brand of Islamic terrorism is somewhat new, and so it's kind of a monster. I think that we should admit that it's a monster that we did take a part in creating, and that we should take some responsibility for that fact, and at the same time not become or identify with the ideals that aren't personal to ourselves, that aren't unique to ourselves. I've been thinking a lot about the dialectics as well, the dialectics of believing in something that's right and good and positive for humanity and for our society, believing in it and creating more good things. And sometimes in order to do that, you need to create a divide of between ideals. And in order to create a divide, sometimes you need a monster. Sometimes you need an opposition to fight against you and to polarize you, so that you can create rising stars out of that polarization. And so it's been very confusing and difficult and emotional. Yeah, it's been really, that pretty much sums it up. And I don't want to in any way forget the fact that we have, you know, some relation and closeness and some, you know, it's familial. It's a familial bond that we have with Muslim people because of the fact that they are part of, like, very related to the same traditions. So we don't want to forget that, obviously. And I've also been thinking about the energetic body and how important that is, the subtle body, and how our creation, our existence is a representation of the creation of our mind. The things that we think we bring about into our reality, and how important it is to maintain a clean, subtle body, and through meditation, and to purify the body, and to maintain a good idea, or a very sure and collectively understood idea of the principles of our reality, the principles of the metaphysical reality, not just the physical, but the spiritual and aspects of consciousness component that creates our reality, and how maintaining a congruence with our society, the social fabric, and with other people allows us to maintain and improve upon our connection to the consciousness that brings about our physical existence. And it's so easy also in communication with divine beings to notice things that are anomalies. And these anomalies are very quick to disappear, but sometimes you'll notice them and you can say, no, I am not willing to say that that didn't happen. I had missing time, I'm not willing to say that I didn't have missing time. I put this there, it's not there when I go back to it, nobody else moved it. I'm not willing to admit or to say that that is a figment of my imagination. You know, like, there are things that happen which are beyond the explanation of the understanding of reality that we have been limited to in our education. So in order to maintain a connection to the divine beings and to an understanding of the reality in which they exist, we need to be open to the possibilities beyond that which we have been taught and trained to believe in. And you have to keep an open mind in order to be open to communications with the divine, and to communicate beyond that, the veil of the physical world, and also to maintain good health and maintain spiritual well-being and good, familiar relationships with people that we love and that we want to be around, with in the future. So that's what I've been thinking about, and I'm so glad that I actually got to communicate that on video. It's been a while since I've made a video, and I'm glad that I actually was able to say it in a non-convoluted way. So, peace, and God be with you. I'll do another one of these videos soon. Goodbye.